What's going on, guys? Roger here at QVO Tactical. Today we are checking out the PSA JAKL, but in 9mm as a PCC. Guys, we got a lot of stuff on here. Got a lot to talk about. This thing is, Marco said it best, boringly reliable. Let's get into it. Now guys, before we get started, I always want to give you full transparency on how we go about getting products here on the channel for review. PSA recently launched the new JAKL PCC in 9mm, and I hopped on their website and bought it, guys. This thing was sold out the first round. Second round popped up my email, so I went on their website and I purchased it for just over 1,000 shekels. So that's how we got this one here on the channel. As far as the optic goes, Ventura Munitions had some of these ACSS prisms for primary arms in this cool like FDE multicam Cerakote, and it matched perfectly with the gun. I was in there picking this gun up, saw they had this optic, so I purchased it for 200 bucks. Otter Creek Labs, they did send me this can a while back for some other videos, and I like to reuse stuff for future content, so the can was sent to us by Otter Creek Labs. SBA Tactical, SBA 5 brace I purchased along with this Midwest Industries. I believe this is their M4 1913 folding adapter, so purchased that as well. I believe it was like 170 bucks, I think. And then I purchased the Magpul grip. So we'll get it all, like the breakdown, everything towards the end of the video. But for the most part, guys, I bought everything except for the can for this video. But I always like to give you guys full transparency. Now let's jump into first rounds. All right, guys, let's jump into first rounds. We will go over everything then, how we set this thing up, because it does not come configured like this. But I got some 115 grain certified select SuperVel loaded up. Later on in the video, we'll do some sound comparison with their Hush Puppy 147s on the suppressed setup. But yeah, let's see. First shots. Here we go. Lock back. Feels solid. I'm a huge fan of the JAKL. Like I have the 5.56 SBR, and it's probably one of my favorite builds that I've done. It's like a FDE green build, but minimal recoil. It's what I would expect from probably a little less than what I would expect from an 9mm PCC this short. Kept it nice and tight through the primary arms SLX prism. I'll talk about that because they have a special Cerakoted model that we found at Ventura. We'll have to do the zero. We just mounted it on there. I like to do the first rounds. That way you guys can see actual first rounds of us shooting it. But yeah, feels solid. Direct blowback, there's always that recoil. Guys, it's 9mm, it's not crazy, but you do want to shoot flatter. Marco, he's a PCC Grandmaster in USPSA, so I'm going to have him do his first rounds. Keep in mind, Marco is not a fan of the JAKL. Keep in mind, he shoots PCCs that are on another level. So, yeah, let's see what you think, Marco.
Yeah, I'm spoiled. So first round's out of the JAKL 9mm. Let's see how she runs. Feels pretty good, build quality-wise. Shoots like a blowback. Pretty smooth though, I will say, for a blowback. A little on the heavy side for a 9mm, but it is what it is. One off from the double taps, or two off, but she shoots fine. We'll see how she runs for the rest of the day.
So, just for some context,
yeah.
The PCC that you shoot your matches with, how much does that thing cost? You don't have to say the name of it, just how much does it cost?
About, for the upper and only, about 23.
Full build.
Full build, like almost $3 grand, everything on it. Red dot,
so
everything.
This is 1/3 the cost.
Exactly.
Are you getting at least 1/3 of the feel?
These, not really. I'm spoiled as hell. Sorry, guys. Like, the gun I shoot, it's from Mean Arms, so there is literally no recoil. Like,
Gotcha.
the dot doesn't even do this.
Yeah, but you're also.
But it's like you're paying.
It's compensated versus a suppress,
yeah.
but
it's mainly the operating
I like
system.
This for like. Yeah. This would be cool to have as a truck gun, a home defense gun.
Good for like a new buyer.
Yeah. I like that it's $1,000 bucks.
$1,000. Scorpion mags, good mag design, AR triggers. So.
But as to be expected,
it performs like it should.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything bad at all.
Yeah.
It just performs as priced.
It doesn't perform like a $3,000 Grandmaster.
No, it does not.
USPSA.
It does not. But you get what you pay for it. It performs very well for what it is, I will say.
All right, let's dial the zero. Let's see how it groups, or let's see how it zeroes at 25.
Yeah.
Back here at 25 now, guys, and let's see how it groups with some SuperVel, solid copper hollow point, 115 grain. We did get a decent zero, so now we'll see how it groups back here on a shoot and see target. And you guys should be seeing what I'm seeing, or the target, I should say, through the iPhone. Here we go. All right, 5 shots. Let's take a look. Down here at the target now, and this was my 4th shot. I definitely felt that I jerked the trigger on that, but even with that flyer, we have furthest to furthest a 1 1/4 inch. And then without the flyer, let's see, that is 1/2 inch. Yeah, 1/2 inch group without the flyer. Definitely what we want to see, especially out of, you know, a budget PSA PCC. But we did that with the SuperVel 9mm solid copper hollow point. This is actually what Marco carries for defensive ammunition.
Hey guys, Marco here with your trigger breakdown for the PSA JAKL 9mm. Nothing special here, just a factory trigger. Let's see how it runs though. Pretty much straight in the wall already. So right there, there's the wall. Smooth for a factory trigger. Still on the heavy end. I usually still like to upgrade them. I would recommend that to you guys. Still very easy to shoot though. It's got that coating on it, as you guys can see there. Very nice for a mil-spec trigger.
Let's jump into some build drills, guys. You guys just saw the trigger breakdown from Marco. Nothing too crazy, nothing too special about the trigger. Feels like just standard mil-spec trigger. It'll probably be one of my gripes at the end of the video. But let's see if we can do a sub 2 build drill with it. Man, I think it stays stupid flat though. Ah, it's so quiet, didn't even pick it up. Let me switch the settings here. But look at this group. You gotta love when you have freshly painted targets just stacked on top of each other. 100% what we want to see. All right, so I put the timer to airsoft mode now, so it should pick up these suppressed shots. There we go. 158. Best foot was a 14. Here you guys go. And the target we're using, it's an A zone only target. Well, it has C, so anything in this white box, that's your alpha. Everything else will be Charlie, unless you get in the head box here. .164. Again, best split was a 14. Kept it all alpha. I think I got enough for one more. Boom, 162. So consistently in the 1.6s. I got a 12 split there. You guys will see it highlighted on the right. So I was able to get down to a 12. So, I mean, I still want a lighter trigger in here, but the fact that we're still able to do this out of the box, you'd be good to go. Every build drill we kept alpha. Granted, you know, it's 7 yards with a PCC, but, you know, the way I think of this is my hallway's 7 yards. Dude comes in, and I got to address him. Those are 6 well-placed shots that I know are going to places I need him to go to. Let's try, I'm going to try 2 here and 1 through that little box there. All right, little Mozambique now. This is the FDE mag that it will come with. Kind of a 50 Shades of FDE thing because it's a little different than the actual Cerakote on the gun. But it does come with 1 AKV PSA tan magazine. Here we go. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. That was a 135. And I watched these happen. First 2 are here. And then this one managed to clear and go to the head. I'm gonna do that a couple more times. .85. So sub 1 second. First shot was a 6.3. Oh, it didn't record the 3rd shot, so it's probably over a second. But in here, and then you can see right here, try to focus on that as much as you can. Just grazed the box and went in there. So that is a line breaker, right, Marco?
Perf hits, counts.
A 139. So it's pretty much only picking up the first and the last shot. So that other one might have been. But no, it's there. The 3rd's over there. So that has to be splashed from in here. Yeah, there's no impact. It's just splash off of there. But you can see the 1, 2, 3 in the head box. I'm gonna go 1 more. Now, real quick, guys, we're about 100 rounds in. It's over 100 degrees out today here in the desert in Vegas. And I'm actually surprised. The gun, it's no hotter here than it is back here. So just from the sun being on it, that's the warmth that's coming off of this thing. So I thought by now I'd be, you know, having the glove up, but we're still good at 100 rounds here in the desert at 100 degrees. Here we go. Stand by. There we go. 131 with all 3 shots. First shot was a 6.2. Last shot was a 131. And I'll take my last line breaker. So on this ACSS reticle, my holdover, I'm putting the chevron about here, and it's clearing and going there for a 25-yard 0 at 7. But I mean, being honest, guys, if this was some bad guy and you put this 9mm round through his nose, it's pretty solid.
Hey guys, Marco here with the PSA JAKL 9mm. We're gonna do some doubles drills with it. See how she runs.
Stand by.
Yep.
Got all 6. You're getting 14 splits consistently.
Yep.
You got 2 14s and a 16.
Shoots like a blowback, so boringly reliable, which is good. Holds steady. Trigger is a little slow, but it's a factory trigger. You can definitely speed this gun up, change that out. It runs how it should, I should say.
I like that. Boringly reliable.
Boringly reliable. Like, it works, which is a good thing. Mag release is nice on this, too.
I do like it. I thought it was going to be kind of
harder.
I thought it would be kind of a pain in the ass to push it forward, but it actually...
Oh, it's easy. Like, it's in a good spot, too.
You can still hit it with your thumb as well. We'll go over that, too. We'll do some reloads for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But there you go. Doubles drill. So guys, the JAKL 9mm PCC has some interesting reload options because of their mag release here. You can come up here and utilize your support thumb and push down on it, as well as your trigger finger on the other side is ambient. I can just push it like that. So I'm gonna do a couple different reloads here for you, see how this goes, and try them out. Here we go. Boom, strip that one, in with the new one. You come up here on the bolt release, just push straight down, and you're back on target. We'll try it again, but I'll use my trigger finger to hit that mag release now. Now for the reload on this side, guys, I'm going to be using the trigger finger on my right hand to engage the mag release, to let the mag fall, and then go for the reload. Here we go. Either way seems pretty solid. I will say, I think I like the AK MP5-ish style with coming up here and just stripping the mag away. I think it'll be more consistent. I feel like here, if I'm not vertical pushing this, because I like to bring it in this way, the mag will probably kind of hinder up and I'll have to strip it anyway. But it is nice that it's ambi. I will say this will be my gripes. The bolt release, I wish it was way bigger. That's a tiny little thing to hit, especially since you don't push it in, you have to grab it and push down on it. It's not impossible, but you are trying to find it. Now for a little sound suppression demo for you guys. We have this mag loaded up with SuperVel's Hush Puppy. They're 147 grain subsonic ammo, then 115s, then 147s, then 115s again. So you'll get it in waves of 4. Going to be running the OCL, so Otter Creek Labs lithium 9mm, super lightweight can. We set up some tri-lug. But yeah, shooting in the berm. Let me know what you guys think. Here we go. First 4 subs, and then supers, then back to subs, and then back to supers. Night and day difference, dude. Ran reliably, locks back, good to go. I'm gonna do like 10 more rounds of just subs and make sure it cycles through that as if it were a mag running empty. But that's definitely what we want to hear. All right, popping out the Ear Pro for this mag dump. Here we go. Beautiful. Yeah, that's stupid quiet. That's indoor quiet. Like, guys, I'm just hearing the action cycle, nothing else. That is awesome. Now, guys, before Marco and I jump into final thoughts, I'm going to go quick rundown on how we have this thing equipped, because I know from the little YouTube and Instagram short video we did, you guys had some questions on the components we put on here. So starting off, JAKL PCC 9mm. It comes in FDE. I did switch out the grip to the Magpul K Slim grip. I just like this better. As well as a Magpul CZ Scorpion mags. The gun does take AKV mags or Scorpion mags. These are our mags that we sell in-house. They are laser engraved in a cool Rhodesian pattern, which kind of matches the whole aesthetic of the black and tan with this setup. So it will come with a tan mag, but we threw on our own Magpul CZ Rhodesian lasered magazine. As far as the brace that it comes with the SB like triangle style brace. I didn't like it, so I purchased one of the Midwest Industries M4 1913 folders. So that's what this SBA 5 brace is attached to. I like the SBA 5 brace. I think it's awesome. Hopefully with, don't want to get political on you guys, with the legislation stuff going through, I believe the short act was just added to that bill. So not sure. There's other channels that are way more in depth on that, but I was just seeing some snippets, and hopefully that's all going to go away. So hopefully soon we'll be able to get SBRs and suppressors, because we should. Anyway, but I do have this 1913 extension with the SBA 5 brace. I like this brace a lot better than the AK triangle style. So to the optic, I run the prisms a lot. I do like the prisms. Marco's not a fan.
Not a fan.
But I like them a lot, and this is the SLX 1X from Primary Arms. Ventura Munitions had a special Cerakoted. It's kind of like a multicam Arid.
Kind of, yeah.
So it matched the build. I saw it was in there, so I purchased it from Mikey. I thought it went perfectly with his build, and I think it looks pretty dope.
Looks good.
So got that on there. I did put a Silencer Co. Tri-lug adapter on, so I took the muzzle device off this gun, threaded on, and rock set the Silencer Co. Tri-lug. That way I could throw on the Otter Creek Labs lithium 9mm can, and it just pops on, pops right off. You guys will see it in the B-roll here. I can't do it out here because the can's super hot with it being super hot out here. But other than that, that's all the things that we've done to it. I'd probably throw on maybe a Surefire FDE Mini Scout. But this thing shot really well for us. So that's how we have it set up. And now let's jump into final thoughts. Marco, PCC Grandmaster, USPSA champion.
This guy. For the money, it's boringly reliable. It works really good. I just changed the trigger. That's really all you got to do with this. And
Were you surprised though, not one
I
malfunction?
was surprised, no malfunctions. It's good. Single extrusion upper, so it's a lot cheaper for most companies to make it that way. So it's a one-piece upper, very easy to do. Blowback, so most blowbacks are very reliable. This just feels pretty smooth. The mag wheel area is easy to get the mags in. I like how it's got the optional mag release, so you can use your trigger finger or your left side thumb.
I mean, do most guys crap on blowback just because radial and delayed just feel so much better?
A little bit now, especially with the technology we have. They're kind of doing that. The blowback's always good though, because they're always reliable.
Gotcha.
The downside is you take a lot more recoil, is what happens, because you're dealing with, there's nothing to delay that bolt mass.
In your PC setup, what kind of?
It's a bearing delay, so
Okay.
triple bearing, and it's tunable, so whatever ammo you can
Gotcha.
tune it. But this is, blowback's good cheap way to get 9mm guns, and they usually tend to always work. Just perfect example of this one. 0 malfunctions today, so very good. I would just change the trigger. That's really it. This is oversized mag well, charging handle, I should say. So pretty good. It's a pretty good gun.
Yeah, I agree with Marco. I think he nailed it when he said boringly reliable today. I was like, man, I like that. And I mean that in a good way. Like, I want a gun that just runs. It's zeroed for us really well. 25 yards is where I would put this thing at. I think it's a great truck gun, great home defense setup. My gripes are just going to be small things. I'm on par with Marco and the trigger. I want to say, I can't remember what I paid for the Saber 11.5. I want to say it was like 11 or 1200, but that comes with a Hyperfire trigger. I wish this came with a nicer trigger. I do wish it had a magwell. Like, it could use one, in my opinion. If you're going to play with the reloads coming from that paddle on the trigger finger side, it makes it a little more difficult when you're coming up to see that magwell. See, boom, exactly right there. So it'd be nice to have a magwell. I'm sure somebody could make one. And then the bolt release, I wish it was bigger. You'll notice it does have a threaded hole in the center of it. So I bet you it'd be easy to, or somebody to make, or they probably have one out already. But
Maybe, yeah.
an extended, an oversized bolt catch, bolt release. Those are all small things. My big thing was it performs super reliable. My 5.56 Jackal is a workhorse. That's why I like it so much. I SBR that thing, and I actually like to use it in classes and trainings and stuff like that. But this thing shot well. I know there's some people asking in the comments on other videos that I posted about this gun, like, hey, what's your favorite 9mm PCC? Still going to be the Space Invader or the Space Baby that I have from Noveski. I bought those. Like, those things are a dream to shoot. But this is very close to it. Like, this, I like the Scorpion mag. I like when they don't use Glock mags, and it has nothing to do with, I just don't like how the Glock mag angles back, and it looks weird to me, like this backwards line.
It's always better when the mags are double fed. That's what we prefer in PCC, when they're double fed versus a single feed system. It just works out better most of the time.
So
solid, like there's no plate upper to lower. Like I'm cranking on, there's not much.
And so, and my thoughts on this, guys, like, I think you're getting your money's worth. Me personally, I would check the site for a blem, or I would check when they go on sale. If you can scoop this at $800-900, that gives you like $100-200 to throw in a nice trigger. I think you're getting a smoking deal. At $1,000, I think it's fair. I don't think it's like an awesome deal, but I think it's fair. I don't think you're getting ripped off at all. I think you're getting exactly what you paid for. I just noticed too when you picked it up. For those wondering, this is the Arasaka finger stop. I ordered one at FDE as well. I think they're like $25, but I wanted to kind of do a black and tan with this. I was bummed I didn't have an FDE 9mm can. I'll have to work on that. I had an FDE can, but I forgot it's my Griffin for 223. So, but I'll have to work on getting an FDE can for FDE builds because that would have been super clean. But it worked out with this extension. I couldn't find one of these in tan, so. But yeah, guys, that's our final thoughts on it. If you get one, you're gonna be happy. It's accurate. God, is it quiet with those subs?
It's nice. It's
so
nice.
You know, for you guys out there that are like, man, like if you have to use your gun defensively in the home, like, you know, that sound is a real thing. You know, I would hope that auditory exclusion kicks in, or audible exclusion, but you never know. So if this is something you're like, man, I want a gun that I'm able to shoot indoors and not have to stress about ear pro, you can put this on that list. So it was stupid quiet with those 147 subs. But that's all we got. Marco, appreciate you coming out here and hanging out with me in the desert in 100+ degrees. Speaking of the heat, guys, one shameless plug. These are our UPF hoodies. Marco's the only one that remembered to wear the new designs. I was like, I got here, I was like, dang it. He's got the, I believe this is the Southwest Santa Fe one. Yeah. But guys, these are moisture wicketing. They'll keep you cool. They'll keep the sun off your skin. They're UV protectant, UPF 50. But yeah, we saw them on the website. I think they're like $35. I priced them very well. If you look at competitors that sell this stuff, they are double the price, if not more. So wanted to come out with a cool hoodie. A lot of them don't have pockets. I want the pockets here, and I don't want a gaiter here because it's so hot. I just want this clear. Me and Sal used to go riding on our motorcycles a lot. So, but appreciate all the support. Guys, thank you for watching the video. PSA, good job on this. SuperVel, Hush Puppy 147, beautiful. Chef's kiss. Other than that, guys, that's all we got for you. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.